So, thanks so much for coming through today. Um, what's up?
What's up?
How you doing?
Awesome.
I just want to have a conversation. Like, it's not even like an interview.
Thank you for having me.
So, the first thing that comes to mind is we share a music teacher. I just want to ask you, like, at what point did it get to you that it's important for you to study theory?
Well, it started when I bumped into Jonathan Butler. And he was in the middle of telling me that there's something. Like, he was like, that was dope. There's just one thing. And then his manager whisked him away. And I was left there, heartbroken. I'm like, what? Because, like, I really wanted to know what that one thing was.
Yeah.
You know, like, if someone like that tells you one thing. So I was like, if I'm trying to get to the international standards, then I cannot continue doing things the way I'm doing. So I was like, I need to go and fix this. So I went back to school, like to people who, to me, I consider the greats. Because I was like, there's something they'll teach me. Maybe that's the one thing I don't have.
True.
That's how.
How's that journey going for you?
Well, when it started, it was the most hilarious thing ever.
It still is. The last class when we crossed path, like half the class, the teacher was just still laughing.
Yeah. You know, the thing is, I learned all my music by ear. And then now I had to go to school and learn everything I know and then start learning. So I knew everything they teach. I just didn't know that that's what it is.
That's what it meant, or that's how
So,
you get to it.
Exactly. So it was a very interesting journey because even for them, they're used to getting tabula rasas and then painting over. But now this is a painting that's already finished and someone is like, you need to add to this. And you're like, where do I put the ink? So it was a very interesting journey.
That's an interesting perspective. When are we expecting music from you? When are we expecting a show by you? When are we...
Well, apparently, there's something hot that should happen by November.
Okay, November 2019. Just
2019.
So for the guys who watch this thing in like 2070, we're in 2019 when you're recording this.
Yes. By November 2019.
Okay.
Yes. I'm working with a couple of geniuses just to piece things together. Yeah. And yesterday someone told me that it's time for me to stop hiding my gems. Because, like, Ombi, I wrote it in 2012. So I've just been writing music and stacking it.
It's a beautiful, beautiful song. It's a really, really amazing song. For those who haven't listened to it, it's on one of our sessions, and just being in the same space as she was doing it live is just, is amazing. And
Thank you.
another thing I wanted to find out is the first time I actually met you, was it Tugi was playing at Nyama Mama? And
Jack Muguna.
Jack Muguna, it was Jack Muguna.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it was
And
Jack
I was playing
Muguna.
with rhythm.
Oh yeah, and you were playing with rhythm. And the second time as well, I think at Fret Venture,
Yes.
you're still playing with rhythm.
Yes.
Tell me, like, I don't even have a question. Like, I'm just curious. Like,
Well, since I was a child, we played with like so many things. Teens and we're always making sounds at home. I have two elder brothers and all of them like are music oriented. So, and then most of the first exposure to music was traditional music. So for me, I've always been like, this can happen another way without bringing confusion. So it's always so fascinating. And sometimes when I meet people who are not used to it, they're like, hey, you're throwing me off. Yeah, but it's a fun experiment. Yeah.
anything you'd love us to talk about in terms of the music industry?
The growth. There's a growth happening. The revolution.
Is
The
happening.
younger peeps are taking over. Yeah.
And actual musicians are taking over as well.
Exactly, yeah.
When you're talking about childhood and how rhythm, started from childhood. So there's two things as I introduced Tugi, is the thing I remember from my childhood and rhythm and how we used to play around with teens is, first of all, my mom has never been able to say rhythm. She says rhythm. Rhythm. My dad as well, like he asks, do you play rhythm guitar? That's the first thing I remember from reading him. I don't know if it's relevant, but the second thing is on the teen aspect. So my brother and I used to make guitars from tins, like from the lead of the tin, and like a plaque of wood,
and then like a
rubber
wire,
bands,
something, anything,
yeah,
stringy.
anything that and the guy who's coming here next as well, Tugi, was sort of born in a place where they made guitars.
Yeah, like, that's like crazy.
The dad is a luthier, an amazing musician, and he's a brilliant musician as well. And it was great to see you guys. You guys have some really, really good chemistry.
Yeah.
You grew up in a guitar workshop.
I did.
How was that like?
It was very musical.
Really? You don't say. Oh my goodness, who would have thought?
You know, one of the wildest things is that, you there's guitars around. But yeah, no, my dad, I grew up with music. He would play, and I would watch him play from when I was small, and it fascinated me like from a very early age, and I really wanted to learn, and I was very serious about it until from when I was from 7 till around, let's say 10, 13 there, and then it died out, and I wanted to become a dancer, and then I wanted to do football. Actually, I wanted to do football and then dancing, and then when those didn't work out, I came back to my first love, and I was serious about it. Yeah, and that's how now music really kicked off. Yeah, so my dad is a classical guitarist. Yes, which I really appreciate.
For those wondering as well, his dad is Ken Mlamba, the Ken Mlamba.
The great!
The great.
Yes.
If you're wondering as well, father, so he's the guy, if you're wondering as well, father.
It's okay.
His father, furthermore,
Don't go down that road, Tom.
his father made the Fancy Fingers, like he was a luthier behind the Fancy Fingers guitar line as well. So, yeah, rich history. And we used to play together as well.
Oh yeah, the good old days.
Good old days when you were young. We're still young.
We're still young, bro. What are you talking about?
We're still young. Man.
Got a lot of life.
Yeah.
You still need some squats.
Yeah, no, hey. Actually, I've come from far. I've lost weight. Remember, I used to be chubby, but I've lost a bit of weight. I like it. I like feeling light. But yeah, squatting is good, man. Everybody who goes to the gym, squat. Don't fail to squat. It'll save your marriage.
So you do kickboxing as well?
I did Muay Thai, but right now I'm really fascinated with BJJ, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And well, in general, just fitness, wellness, being able to understand your body, take care of yourself, not just in the way that you eat, but also in a martial arts kind of way. And for me, jiu-jitsu is really, I feel the cusp of the what, not epitome, it's called the what? The pinnacle. The pinnacle of martial arts, because of it's so mental. Every martial art is mental, but I feel that jiu-jitsu is very, it's more mental than it is physical, and I don't have to be a bodybuilder to be very good at it.
Yeah.
So it's a very, very, very good sport, and it's really coming up. If you don't know what it is, Google is your friend.
And your friend is Google.
And your friend is Google. Yeah. And Jesus.
Amen. That's it. Amen. Anything that you feel we can talk about in terms of the music and the music industry?
Wow, I feel okay. One thing is that for anybody who knows, okay, I'm gonna be real with you. If you want to really succeed in this life, you have to make sure that you're doing what you are made to do. If it's not your passion and your purpose, then you won't be able to make it. But if it is, no matter what happens, don't give up. Keep on biting at it. Keep on working at it every day, because it will pay off. And that's the same thing with everything in life. If you don't work at it, if you don't push through, you won't get your success. So it helps a lot if you're passionate about whatever you're doing. So specifically for musicians, yeah, don't give up. Strive to be the best that you can be, to the best of your ability, to the best of your knowledge. Like, even expand your knowledge. If I'm a guitarist, I want to know everything about guitar. I won't just say, oh, I only play electric guitar and I only play a certain genre of music. No, I want to understand what's the history, how did it start, like where did all these genres break off from, how does it apply, in traditional music. Like, be knowledgeable, because that, when you're working your brain that way, something about connections. You open there's things that you will be able to relate even from your musical journey into your life journey, and that's the most beautiful thing. Life is supposed to be exciting. Never make it boring. If you're about something, then be about that thing. And yeah, just give it time, and it's going to work out for sure. It's going to work out. Yeah.
And that is the end of our blabber session. Hiya.
We Vambies.
Solidarity forever.
Right.
So, let me get this water.